Hey everybody, Josh RV Nerd of Bish's RV here with another of these quick clip compilation videos today. What we're going to do is look through little samples of some of my favorite, what I'm going to call mid-size pickup towable RVs that I've recorded over roughly the last year. And it's not to say that these are the best ones. These just happen to be some of the more interesting ones that I've had my hands on in the last roughly 12 to 13 months or whatever here. But to make this video, I kind of want to be able to more clearly define what does mid-size pickup towable mean. Because there's more than one thing that qualifies as a mid-size tow package vehicle. There's also some larger class SUVs that may find this video very interesting today. So for the purposes of this video, what I'm going to qualify as mid-size pickup towable is basically 7,500 pounds GVW or less. If that phrasing doesn't mean anything to you, there's the dry weight of an RV, there's the cargo capacity, and if you combine those, you get the gross vehicle weight, the total maximum weight. And I want to focus on GVW because if you can pull the maximum weight of an RV, you can pull anything less than that when it's not fully loaded with cargo, and that will keep you safe. And that's one of the most important designations I want to leave here. Also, I have already done a video this year on what I'm calling a similar compilation video for SUV towable stuff, which is 5,000 pounds GVW or less. So for the most part, this video today will be specifically hitting things between 5,000 to 7,500 pound gross vehicle weight. And if you're looking for lighter weight than that, make sure you check out the little companion video that we've already released for you. So we're going to look at a bunch of quick clips, and it's not to say that these are the only ones to consider, and sometimes some manufacturers have more than one floor plan that could qualify here. I'm just going to pick out a couple options to maybe jumpstart your RV search to give you a couple inspirations to look at before you start going too far down the wrong rabbit hole. Can't talk. And if you appreciate what we're doing here for you today, hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Hey everybody, Josh RV Nerd of Bish's RV down here at Grand Design today, finally getting some updated footage for you on their old 17 MKE. And this thing has become one heck of a trendsetter. There's no shortage of other manufacturers who now have their version of this floor plan, but this is the original. This is where it all began right here. And it may still be one of the smaller and lighter versions of this floor plan, which is nice. It's a very small, easy toting, travel-friendly model where maybe you want some nice big living space when you get there, but you just don't want to haul a big monster machine getting around. That's where this one comes into play right here. Up front, that Murphy bed folds down when you're ready, for sleep time. The sofa is either cuddle compliant or gives you a little bit of that population controlling armrest action, whichever you prefer. The kitchen countertop storage and space in this is just absolutely fantastic. The RV also includes a pretty hefty, heavy-duty floating table, so if you want to use it in front of one of the sofas for some dynofa action that kind of has a double dynofa, or you can even take it outside for a little bit of picnic time, assuming the ground's pretty level, because each foot isn't individually adjustable. We have an enclosed docking station. They've bumped up their solar package from what it previously was. It's not massive, but it used to be 165 watts, it's now 180, so just a little bit more juice coming into those batteries. This is 8 foot wide, despite the small size and lightweight and tandem axles. Sometimes you start running into narrow body stuff. It's still a full body camper, it's just a smaller camper. Great extended season weather package on these as well. It's got some hitches in its giddy up. I talked about a couple as we go here. I'm gonna shoot you good, with bad, with ugly, with everything in between as we go. Try to be fair. If you like that, hit that subscribe button. And leave me notes as we go through this. Let me know the stuff that you like, the stuff that you don't. And I don't care if you lump it into one giant comment or leave me 40, 50 individual comments. Actually, by the way, multiple comments, much easier for me to be able to manage and answer. So if you're feeling froggy, maybe hop on over and do that. This is hands down the smallest RV I've ever seen with washer-dryer hookups. And the thing is, that's only one of 1,400 things you could do with this little RV. Welcome back, everybody. Josh RV Nerd of Bish's RV down here at Ember today, taking my very first look at their all-new series, the Ember Spark series. The thing is, if you look at this, it looks an awful lot like an E-Series that you see back there in the background. And that was literally the intentional goal. What they did here is they wanted to do every single thing they could to give you a fully functional, fully equipped, single axle, smaller, lighter, less expensive RV without really sacrificing any of the construction or generally speaking any of the features. I will say some of the things that are optional on the Spark are standard on the E-Series, but this was also built to be the newest, lightest, least expensive member of the Ember family. But they didn't change any of the structure. They didn't change really the running gear. It still has a lot of the things that you expect to find on this. Like by default, like we've got the 18,000 BTU variable output Furrion Chill Cube air on this with a handy remote control. This still has an 82-inch ceiling. That is like 8 inches taller than almost any other single axle RV out there. It's 6'10" inside. It's still a full 8 foot wide. And in case you're curious, they have about a 6,000 pound GVW on this, and they put a big, hefty, bulky axle on this. The thing is, it's not that it's a scale down. It's basically just a smaller size. It's an axle delete. It's not a decontented RV. It's just a squished down, smaller size RV. Now, if you look at this layout, if you look at their Overland series, this is basically the 191 MSL layout, but actually, I think in some ways, I like it better. This would, of the two, I would probably go with this for my style of camping, and I'll expand on that as we go through here. And again, the multi-function storage locker, whatever you want to call it, move bunk, get out the way system they have back here. You could be solo, you could be couples camping, you could be looking for a washer dryer, you could be looking for a pet palace, a catio. It can only do everything back there in the smallest trailer I've ever seen do something like that. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd of Vicious RV here on an early morning. I have to get here many hours before our RV show events open up sometimes to capture some of this footage for you. But I wanted to make it happen because we are just now unveiling our fully updated Go Play series. This is something that we've had for a couple years, and it's basically looked the same for a while. And we've been listening to a lot of feedback, some different things people have suggested and how we can improve it. And we saw some of the responses that people had on some of the features on our new fancier Go Explore series. And we said, is there a way we can provide some simplified versions of some of this to our folks? And I think that we've really nailed that. First of all, just the general look of this thing, I think inside and out is, I feel better than last year, actually even earlier this year. So there's going to be some early 2025 Go Plays out there that have like brown exterior decals and stuff. And now you got the new silver skin series. So it's very easy to tell if you're looking at one with the updates right here. Not only do I think it just looks better and fresher, but on the inside, we've done things like enhance the storage, especially under the bed and above the bed. We're trying to provide more easy camping, smarter storage solutions for you straight from the factory level, right at our dealership, so that everything is just easy and ready for you to go. Like the easy lift bed and the dresser drawer storage below it, even including a handy little laundry hamper that you can just throw right under there, no big deal. The kitchen, we've done a couple little minor revisions too, so you've got more effective drawer space, but also a dedicated wastebasket. Because one of the things that we feel is that every time you go camping, you're gonna need to put something in the garbage pretty much every day. So why aren't manufacturers doing little stuff like that for you? Now, beyond that, the really important features that we've had, like the larger, more powerful air conditioner, the heated underbelly, the taller ceiling. This floor plan happens to be totally carpetless and everything, which is awesome. But those things have stayed. We've only tried to make this thing better. And generally speaking, we've been able to do this stuff with no real change to the price tag, just a nice enhancement level to the product. So as we go, I'd love to hear from you. You folks have helped us add this next layer of development to it. Keep that feedback coming so we can continue to improve this for you. So a year and a half or 2 years ago or whatever, I recorded the very first video of this model ever on the original prototype. And with the upgrades and updates they've applied, you can barely tell it's even the same RV. You are going to want to see this. Hey everybody, Josh with Bish's here at my cold water store. Let's get right into this thing because despite its small size, there's a lot of just crazy cool stuff to cover. I am so glad we're looking at this in the new updated Platinum Edition. That's where the fiberglass skin, the full nose cap, and that giant windshield on a little trailer are coming from. And between the windshield, the huge windows opposing the twin-to-king vertible bed system and the ridiculously sized picture window in the living room, plus all the windows in the hidden bunk, walk-in closet, desk space built into the slide out. I think this thing has maybe more square foot of window coverage per foot of RV than almost anything else I've seen. If what you're looking for is to tow small, but to be able to see it all when you get there, this is the RV that can get that done. And this is a weird floor plan. It is not for everybody, but I see the same crap all day. And when I get to see something new, it excites me. So when I saw the first prototype of this, they had some kind of barrel chair arrangement that was a little bit clumsy and clunky. It's obviously been replaced with it's a jackknife sofa, but it does have a couple kick-out incliners. They've updated their little portable speaker system. It's got like a little belt clip JBL speaker, so it's right with you, or wherever you want to leave it, which is nice. The window has amazing, the kitchen has the window has amazing kitchen coverage. I am such an idiot, whatever. You get the idea. Anyway, it does have central air, so the private bedroom, the private bathroom all stay comfortable, and this is a rare find. Twin beds in the front that can kind of convert into some sort of weird mutant RV camper king. And that's before we even get into what is in the hidden room within the slide out on this one. It could be bunks. It could be a dog kennel. It could be an office space. It could be a walk-in closet. It could be anything you want. It could be a small family RV. It could be a couple's RV. It could be an amazing single parent RV or something like that. Or a buddy hunting camper. Or, I don't know. What do you think? How would you use this? How would you go about this thing? They listened, and they finally quit doing that one thing that everybody seemed to hate. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd of Bish's RV here, actually down at Coachmen today. You can obviously see we're right in front of their production facility, taking a look at some awesome new updates on this is the replacement and new version of the previous 191 RBS. All they really did was slide the entry door back behind the kitchen so that you don't open the door and walk in directly on top of the bed anymore. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people comment, I don't like walking in, like feeling like somebody could walk in and be right on top of me in my bed. It's just a personal comfort thing. So here for the 25 season, you still got the double Asdel inside and outside layer. Apex Nano was doing 7.5 foot wide way before it was cool, and with their all aluminum skeletal construction and composite walls, they have been able to keep the weight of these pretty nicely in check, where if you got like a tow package mid-size pickup or a bigger tow package SUV, this could work very nicely for you. You don't necessarily need to go, full-on half-ton pickup or something like that on one of these. We have 200 watts of factory standard solar. There's like optional tire and tank heater packages. They also did a thing here that I think is probably a stronger overall final result. They didn't incorporate a camp kitchen. It still has an outside griddle included with it that you can see, but instead, in the bathroom, they just gave it massive storage space. And with their little mini barreled ceiling, plus the skylight, my head will be in the skylight in the shower, but I can actually stand on the thing, or in the thing. It's got a couple things that you probably won't love, but for a small, lightweight, aluminum frame, non-stick and tin camper, I think that this is a step in the right direction. But it's new, and I'd love to hear what you think about it, good, bad, ugly, and in between. And if you like the candid approach we give you, hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Bish's RV. My name is Josh the RV Nerd, and if you have a vehicle with kind of limited capacity, but you need to sleep a bunch of people, this is a very cool little sort of in-betweener that works where a lot of other floor plans simply don't. It essentially gives us the sleeping space of a tandem axle kind of double bunkhouse camper, squished down just barely into a single axle platform. Now, being real, this is heavy for a single axle camper, but of course they outfit it with a big hefty axle to work with that. This also rides on a Norco chassis. It's not the traditional Lippert I-beam frame. Some people prefer one over the other. What I'm going to do in this video is tell you what this is, what it does, what it doesn't do, and let you decide if it's good or not. There's going to be a lot of people who are like, man, if it just had tandem axles. Jayco makes that. It's called a 21 MBH. It's a little longer, a little heavier, a little more expensive though, and requires a little bit more budget and a little more vehicle. This is the one that can work pretty nicely for a lot of tow package mid-size pickups. Not all of them, but quite a few, like the old Ford Ranger, something like that. But it has double Asdel composite walls. Basically, it's aluminum framed, laminated, wall structure, a full walk-on roof structure. But up top on the roof, you've got not only their 200 watt solar package, but also like just this generic sort of rack where you want to strap a kayak to this thing, bike racks, you want to add more solar panels to this without needing to screw into the roof structure. This is a camper that can do stuff like that for you. It does ride on the Goodyear Wrangler tires, those kind of, off-road like truck tires. The underbelly of this is also enclosed, which is very, very rare on single axle campers. It's 7.5 foot wide, so it's not so big that seeing around it is really spooky and scary in transit. Little mini camp kitchen, big space-giving U-dinette, and a whole bunch of other things. It's got things you might like, things you might not. I want to just show you, again, what it is, be just candid with you and let you decide if you like it. And if you appreciate that, hit that subscribe button, and let's get in there. Everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Bish's RV. Big shout out and welcome back to the regular return of members of the RV Nerd Herd, and just a plain old welcome to those joining us for the first time. This RV behind us right here has like one of the most cult-like followings I've seen. There's entire Facebook groups dedicated to just how much people like this one and use it. For good reason though. It packs major punch into a small lightweight package. So it's on tandem axles, it's narrow body, so it's easy to tow, but it gives us a dinette slide to regain the living space that the narrow body would have otherwise lost. You don't even notice when you're inside it's really narrow body, especially because you have that light color palette and big windows wherever they possibly could. They even added an extra campsite window recently here after they personally did some test camping in it at Apex and went, yeah, this thing, I can't see my kids. So they fixed that problem. We have enclosed underbelly, optional holding tank heaters, and Goodyear Wrangler tires if you want to get off the pavement a bit, as well as a standard 200-watt solar package. But we have a 60x80 True Queen bed, your choice Murphy bed or fixed bed that we're going to see today. So it's like Burger King, you get to have it your way. Little mini camp kitchenette, decent patio awning space, double bunks, and a whole lot more, like an all-aluminum skeleton, helping keep the weight down, as well as what I call double Asdel, where it's Asdel composite layering on both the inside and outside layering of your walls. They do a lot to keep the weight in check on this, so it is small, light, easy towing, but provides big camping feature and comfort when you get to your destination. And if you choose, again, to get that Murphy bed, you can even kind of simulate the space of a super slide in your living room with it. It's got a couple downsides though as well, and I'm going to share the good, bad, ugly with everything in between as we go. And let me know, what do you like about this one, and what do you think of the 2025 updates? Hello everybody, Josh the RV Nerd of Bish's RV, back again here with an update to what was previously known as the 246, now 247 Freedom Express. This is something that is I think, very reasonably half-ton towable, 28-foot tip-to-tail, tongue-to-bumper couples kind of camper right here. It's really the classic lightweight version of a rear kitchen like this. But what I love is how they've maintained their DNA of having the big RV feels in a smaller, lighter package. What I mean by that is, like, we have things like a taller ceiling at 6'9". We also have a larger air conditioner standard and a 60x80 true residential queen bed, all wrapped up in this thing with over 1,700 pounds of cargo carry capacity available. So you're gonna have to work really hard to overload this one. I know a guy with some cinder blocks that'll help you get there if you're so inclined for whatever reason. It gives us like good campsite window coverage. It's carpetless, it's very pet friendly and easy cleaning, but I want to be fair. It doesn't have the most direct facing entertainment center. It doesn't have a ton of countertop prep space, but it's also not the heaviest, not the most expensive version of this floor plan out there. So it's always different shades of gray, which positives and which negatives work best for you. You know, it has an enclosed underbelly, but it's not pretending to be some fictitious Four Seasons Arctic package camper that it's not. It has really good awning space, a walkable roof. You still have the double propane tanks with the auto changeover regulator, but it's prepped for things like a rear hitch. It's prepped for things like a backup camera or a ladder to get up on that walkable roof. You know, it doesn't necessarily go all the way neck deep in. It's nice, but it leans to the side of camper, not glamper, if that makes sense to you. Now, maybe you want glamper, you know, as we go through this. If you're looking for other ideas, hang tight to the end of the video, and I've got a few others for you. But in the meantime, let's get inside there. I want to show you what it does, what it doesn't do, and I want to hear from you. What do you like and what do you dislike? And if you appreciate that, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. everybody, welcome to Vicious RV and welcome back to the regular members of the RV Nerd Herd. My name is Josh, the RV Nerd, and behind us is a Winnebago 2108, and this is one camper that basically has 12 different iterations and variations, all of which are significantly different enough, I think, to kind of make or break it for different people. So the specific camper that we're looking at today is the Winnebago Micro Mini 2108 FBS. That's a front fixed bed with the dinette slide. But they also make this in the DS, which is a front Murphy bed. They also make this in the TB, which is a front twin bed. And all three versions of those, you can choose either a dinette in the slide, like we're looking at today, or a sleeper sofa in the slide. Actually, a trifold sleeper sofa, which is kind of cool. It even includes a nice little lagoon table for dining, but we're not looking at that today. So that's 6 different iterations right there. But now you can double that because these are all available in the Winnebago Flex Edition, the FLX, basically what a lot of people call Max Solar Package, but it's so much more than that. So today what we're going to do is just take a real deep dive in the 2108 FBS. Hopefully later in the year I get a chance to record 1 or 2 of those other versions, but this one floor plan, other than the, you know, you can change the bed, you can change the seating, the one video here will apply to basically all of them. So it's a small, lightweight, tandem axle narrow body camper, which is a rare find, and they're running on torsion axles, kind of like a Rockwood or a Flagstaff. These are fantastic. Some of the best towing campers out there because they're not so big that they're scary. I've seen some people tow package mid-size pickups feel a lot better towing one of these versus something a little bit larger, and not everybody wants a single axle. This fits into a really small space in the RV industry, or rather an monitored space in the RV industry of people who are looking for small but classy with a lot of features. That's what you're going to get in one of these right here. Not necessarily the lightest weight, least expensive little guy, but something where if you're looking for more premium in a tiny package, that's 11 pounds of dynamite in a 5-pound sack. If you're looking for small, light, and easily towable but single axles spook you, stick around. I've got a good one. Hello and welcome back everybody to the return of members of the RV Nerd Herd. Josh the RV Nerd here again with Bish's RV. Taking a look at I think the smallest, lightest tandem axle thing that Rockwood and Flagstaff makes. Rockwood calls it a 2109S. Can't remember the Flagstaff number. I'll leave you some links in the video description to check that out. This is ideal for someone who just doesn't want a bigger rig, but wants the ease and comfort of towing and going with a small trailer that has a better suspension package, better tires, tire pressure monitoring, and a good solid structure put together. Because that's one of the cool things with this brand. Anything that they build that is load bearing, meaning the roof, the floor, and all of the walls, it's always a welded aluminum cage. Even the bed base is an aluminum welded cage on this RV, which is very, very uncommon in little trailers like this. As a result, you've got something that is a little bit lighter, although these are heavier than they used to be because they've done things like bulk up on floor construction, which I'm not mad about. The floor is the only part of this RV that is not specifically laminated. It's still a welded aluminum cage, but it's a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor deck, just like a luxury fifth wheel on a little trailer like this to give you, to avoid soft spots and give you long-term durability and reliability. And on that note, you've got a better suspension package for running down highways. You've got Goodyear tires, tire pressure monitoring. The underbelly's enclosed. It has tank heaters, factory standard solar, inverter, bigger air conditioner, and a partridge in a pear tree. This thing packs a punch into a small package, but it's got a couple things some folks won't like, and I'll volunteer one of those real quick. It's a non-private bedroom with a short queen bed. Now, if those things bother you, stay tuned to the end of the video where I've got a couple suggestions on some other things you might look at. Now, as we go, I'll keep doing that, give you good, bad, ugly, and in between. I want to hear your feedback in the comment section, what you think about her, and if you like how we even share the things that aren't fantastic on this RV, hit that subscribe button, like our video, and let's get in there because this one's a lot of fun. So what'd you think, guys? Which ones kind of stood out to you? Was there something new you hadn't seen that you're glad you caught today? Or is there something maybe that I missed that either wasn't included on this list today, or maybe I don't have footage of and I need to get on my hit list? Leave me some notes and let me know. Now again, all of these things, we just looked at quick clips today. If you want full-length videos on anything that we saw today, take a look down in the video description. I have all kinds of links down there, whether you're looking for a full video, whether you're looking for pricing, availability, any of that will be, I'm gonna have a bunch of links for you to check out right there. Short of that, Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. And if you have a specific sort of grouping like this you'd like me to cover, leave me a note and I'll do my best to fill in the blanks where I can. So until next time, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.